Hi, Mark. Here it is Thursday, May 29th, just after 8 a.m. Eastern, US session underway, and 12 midday GMT time, European session into the afternoon portion. Interesting setup we've got here going into the US session, starting on the dollar index. And yesterday at the start of the new trading day in the Asian session, when the US session came to an end, we got a court ruling against Trump's reciprocal tariffs, and the US dollar really rallied on that news in all the markets, and you'll see that. So from a close yesterday, the index at 99.81, we saw a gap and a jump up to 134. Big gap up, you can see that. But also what you can see is the markets have given up, and the US dollar's given up those gains going into the US Open and now sitting pretty much where it closed yesterday. Taking a step back, I see higher highs, I see higher lows, but I have to take into account the way it happened and the way we got here based on the court ruling yesterday and that gap up in the US dollar. So far today, as I say, US dollar given up those gains. We'll see where the buyers do step back in once the US session is open and once we can get back to this 144 resistance level. Alternatively, where the sellers continue with what we saw during the Asian and European session and can come below yesterday's close price and today's support sitting at around that 99.87 level. Let's have a look at the S&P, also affected by the court ruling yesterday. So have a look. Yesterday closed at 5,900 and then gapped up to 5,990. But given up some of those gains in pre-market trading, Wall Street opens up in an hour and a half. Let's have a look and see whether sellers continue what we're seeing right now and can get back to that 5,900 level where it closed yesterday. And if sellers do continue with this big move lower, alternatively, where the buyers do step in once Wall Street opens up and look back up at that 6,000 level. Let's have a look at commodities. A lot going on here. You can see, I'll tell you my thinking, what I have put in here on gold, which closed yesterday at 3,285, significantly below that 3,300 level, and all gapped down following the court ruling. Strong US dollar, weak gold, and gold went down to 3,257. Certainly has fought back. You can see that during the Asian European session and going to the US session, back at that 3,300, looking to test and break above that 3,300 level. Buyers will be looking up at the getting close to or getting back to that 3,350 mark. Sellers, of course, will be looking to give up these gains and to come back down to test that 3,245. What I had drawn in here, and interestingly, is from this latest move up, I put in my fib retracement level down here from the 3,120 level all the way up to the 3,360. Here is the retracement down, and as you can see, sellers got held up at the 50 fib retracement level, and there it is at 3,242. It's exactly where sellers got to, and that's where the bounce and the buyers stepped in at that 50% fib retracement level. Always a level that we do look at, and certainly exactly where the retracement was held up and buyers stepped in. Let's have a look at Brent oil. So you can see yesterday pried higher. There's the wick, came all the way down and closed below the descending trend line. and then gapped up following the court ruling yesterday. So from a close of 64.20, then opened at 64.77, went all the way up to 65.51, back to that 65 level, unable to maintain. Sellers so far have brought it back down and now looking to test 64.25. That's the level that sellers will be looking for and looking to come below the descending trend line. Buyers will of course want to retain and remain above this descending trend line, and we'll be looking at the resistance today of 64.79. Let's have a look at crypto and Bitcoin. After sell-off the past 2 days, again, this strong 107,000 support area, which is held so often. Look at all the wicks, how many times it has tested this area, held up again. And as you can see right now, looking to test the 109,000 area, sitting right now at 108,671. We've got resistance today at 108,900. So that's the first target for buyers. Get above the 109,000, get back up to 110,000, and then look to test this descending trend line, which I have put in. Sellers wanting to follow up on the past 2 days sell-off will be looking back down at this $107,000 area. Good trading and keep that discipline. I'll see you at the end of day session.